Rev is back. Back again. Tell your mama. Tell her friend. Oh, you know the song. Or what it is. I'm getting you'd almost call it a bulletproof vest today, y'all. Because it's going to stop that bullet from hitting me in my heart again. So this young lady is over here trying to explain to me, who's kind of slow on learning how to operate this thing. Putting the batteries in here, putting a little number 2 in there, clipping, snapping, snap-a-doodle. Okay. And next.
Okay. All right. So as far as number 2, number 3 over here is your third defibrillator pad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this just slides
Silver
in.
up, white down.
Silver up. You gotta see these 2 little green guys. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You just go ahead and slide it in, just like this. Okay. I'm gonna say slide it, but it's cold because it's been in my car.
Right, I'll turn the limo on and put it up top in front of my heater.
So what you'll do is, again, you're going to snap the green snap to the green snap. Okay. All right. Now these are just color coordinated. This is actually what's going to monitor your heart. Okay. So these 3 are the defibrillator pads, and each one of these pads is filled with a bright blue gel. Okay. So before it ever ends up ever giving you a treatment, these gel packs will actually burst open and they will distribute gel out of these little circles here. That's why it's important that you have it in the right position. Okay. When you're putting it in there. Okay. You don't want to have it backwards. The vest will also tell you that as well. Okay. So these are color coordinated Velcro. So this is just brown to brown. Okay. Yellow to yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Red to red.
Now, do I sleep with this thing on too? Apparently.
Yep. You're going to wear it every moment of the day unless you're showering. Okay. It's the only time you're going to take it off, or if you're swapping it from one garment to another garment. Okay. Yeah, so you're going to wear it all the time. Okay. Yeah, this is not turning on for some reason. That one? Oh, there it is. It's going. Okay. All right. So
it's got issues.
You ready to try this on?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's put it on here. So you're gonna put it on like a jacket, okay? Sorry, hang on. I'm just gonna open these straps up, otherwise I don't think it's gonna be in position that it's supposed to be. No recording.
Huh?
No recording.
No, not you. You can see me right now.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, yeah, it's cold.
I told you it was cold. Sorry. Okay, so you're gonna hook it just like a butterfly hook, okay? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Okay, so you want it to be directly underneath your chest, right here, okay? It's exactly, oh, that's too far down. You want it to be right there, okay? So the point is to have this defibrillator pad and these other 2 defibrillator pads, and what it's going to do is it's going to go whoosh, like this, okay? So it'll go directly through your heart whenever you do, if you were to need a treatment, okay? All right. So are you ready to learn the next step? This is the monitor that you're going to have, okay? So you're going to have a heart monitor. This is going to monitor your heart, and this is also going to deliver the treatment if you need it, okay? So what you're going to do to turn this on is you're going to use a battery, okay? I'm going to give you 2 batteries. So one should always be charging, and one should always be inside the monitor. That being said, if you did have a dead battery, it would only take about 4 hours to get it to a complete charge if you needed it, okay? So, to turn this on, all you're going to do is you're going to stick the battery in. This is just a carrying case, just so you're aware. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to, you see how it's got these little prong right there?
Yep.
You're going to stick it in, and these 2 are going to click into these. Okay. It's almost like a drill. Okay. So what you'll do is you'll put it in just like that. And to get it back out again, you see that's what turns the monitor on. To get it back out again, you're just going to click each side. Just like that. And then you're just going to push up and then take the battery out.
All right.
And have you try it for me? Perfect. Okay. So go ahead and put that in, and I'm going to put it into a training mode. This is not something that you're ever going to have to do. This is just something for myself, okay? So that I can show you everything that it does, okay?
All right.
I use a pen because it doesn't really like my fingers most of the time. It prefers a pen. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm always 180 degrees. Okay, so whenever the machine first initially turns on, you're going to see that button and this button turn on red. Okay, we'll practice that in a minute, but it will turn red, and you need to hit both buttons at the same time. Those are kind of very important buttons. You'll hit them both at the same time, and that will just initiate turning the machine on, okay? All right, so is that your name?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to put it into training mode, and I am going to... and I'm going to show you how to use it, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit the play all with narration, okay?
Now we're going to show you what the live test does when it detects a problem with your heart rhythm. You will hear the alarms and can react by pressing the response buttons. During this demonstration, you will not get a treatment shock. To continue with this training, press the arrow key.
Told you it doesn't like fingers.
That's a small corner too.
This is what happens if you pass out and can't press. Now we're going to show you what the live vest. This is what happens when the live vest detects a problem with your heart rhythm.
It's buzzing me in the back, y'all.
Alarm in your back for 5 seconds. Then alarms for 10 seconds. Then you'll get a voice message telling you to press the response buttons. You can press and hold the response buttons, or press and release the response buttons.
Okay, you need to hit those response buttons, okay? So you'll hit the buttons in the front and the back, and that just helps postpone yourself getting a treatment.
Press response button.
If you press and release the response buttons, you'll get this message. The alarms will be silenced for a while. Then you'll be asked to press the response buttons again.
So when you hit the buttons, that just postpones you getting a treatment. So there are a couple different things that your heart can do. Okay, so either one, your heart is going to, I'm just going to stop this just for a second. Okay, so either one, your heart is going to fix itself all by itself. Okay, so like, for instance, your heart is always beating like this. Okay, it's just a normal beat. Okay, so if you end up actually into a critical heart rhythm where you end up needing to get a treatment, okay, your heart is doing kind of this. This is what this rhythm is. Okay, now that's what's called a shockable rhythm. Okay, something that it just gives you a little zap, and then your heart goes back into the normal rhythm. That's the purpose of this device, okay? So, you know how you see on TV where they have like a flat line and then they shock people? That is not a shockable rhythm, okay? At that point, you would actually need to do CPR, okay? That's not real. It's just TV, okay? So for the shockable rhythms, those are actually where your heart is in like VTAC or VFib or something like that, okay? So for you to be able to get this treatment, there's going to be either one of two things that's going to happen. Either eventually you are going to lose consciousness and you are going to have to get this treatment, okay? But if you are awake and you're conscious, I don't want you to get shocked, okay? So you need to actually be hitting these two response buttons to let the machine know that you're awake and you're conscious, okay? Because like I said, your heart's really good at fixing itself, and you hope that it does fix itself. Okay, so if it goes back to that normal rhythm by itself, then all of this will just stop, okay? You no longer have to worry about whether or not you're going to get a treatment, okay? But if you do end up losing consciousness, that's when you are going to need to have this life-saving treatment done, okay? So that's why we ask you to wear it all the time. Okay, so that being said, let's practice this a little bit. And when it says, when it's going through and it's, so here, let's just do like a selection, okay? So you are feeling the vibration, okay? You're going to feel this for a couple seconds, and then you're going to hear this loud siren, okay? Now the vibration begins the 1 minute time frame, okay? So you only have 1 minute to respond to this machine, and then it's going to do one of the two things. It's either going to end up shocking you, or your heart is going to go back to a normal rhythm by itself. Okay. But you do need to hit these buttons if you're awake. You only have 1 minute to do so because you do need that life-saving treatment if you need it. Okay, that's why it's not a very long time frame. So I'm letting this kind of ride out so you can kind of see how long a minute is.
Bystanders do not interfere.
So when it says that, it has just dispersed all that blue gel.
For help.
That is, and when it says bystanders do not interfere, it's just dispersed that blue gel and it is just giving you a treatment. That's how quickly a minute goes. You see, it's very fast, right? So you really don't want to wait to hit these buttons. You want to make sure that you're hitting them as soon as you can. Another thing I want you to do is if you're standing, I want you to sit down, just relax, take a break, because I don't need you to fall and smack your head in the same time, just in case you do lose consciousness, okay? All right, so when it says bystanders do not interfere, it's saying that because if they are touching you and if you end up getting a treatment, okay, whoever is touching you also gets that. Okay, so we don't want anybody touching you in the process. Okay, so let's practice this a few times. Okay, I'm going to go take it back to the sorry, I'm going to take it back to the narration so we can go
now
over
we're
this.
going to show you what the life vest
We're just going to
does when it
practice this a
detects
few
a problem
times,
with your
okay?
heart rhythm. You will hear, this is what happens when the life vest detects a problem with your heart rhythm. You'll get the vibration alarm in your back for 5 seconds, then alarms for 10 seconds. Then you'll get a voice message telling you to press the response buttons. You can press and hold the response buttons, or press and release the response buttons.
Present.
Whenever you hear this, I need you to be pressing these two buttons, okay, if you're awake. That's actually the most important thing we're going to go over today, okay? You need to make sure that you're hitting these response buttons.
The alarms will be silenced for a while. Then you'll be asked to press the response buttons again.
Treatment has been delayed.
If you press and release the response
Okay,
buttons,
when you feel
you'll
comfortable
get
with this, we'll
message.
move on to the
The
next
alarms
step,
will be
okay?
silenced for a while. Then you'll be asked to
You feel
press
like
the
you got
response
that?
buttons again.
All right.
If you pass out and can't press the response buttons, the life vest will deliver a treatment.
Okay. So say that you lose consciousness, you end up getting a treatment, you end up getting shocked. Okay, what happens is when you're unconscious, it could be one of many things. You could have been given 5 treatments while you were unconscious. Okay, so if you didn't wake back up again and you were still in that abnormal rhythm, it can give you another treatment upon another treatment. This can actually shock you up to 5 times, okay, if need be. Okay, it only has that 5-time amount though. So if you do lose consciousness and you wake back up again, what I would suggest, call for help, call whoever. If you're feeling okay, you can give us a call. It is really up to your discretion whether or not you want to call us or if you want to go into the hospital, okay? Depending on how you feel, we will come and meet you wherever you are. We'll bring you some new equipment. Okay, so if you go to the hospital, we'll bring you some new equipment to the hospital. If you decide that you're fine and the machine did its job, call us. We can see how many treatments you were given. Okay, we can decipher whether or not we need to bring this equipment right away. Now the gel is a one-time deal. Okay, so it's only going to come out once. That's all you have as far as the gel is concerned. So that's why I'm going to give you a couple different gel packs. Okay. I'm going to give you some spare gel packs, okay? And this is actually what you'll do with this is you're just going to put some gel in between your skin and the defibrillator pads, okay? You never are going to open these unless the machine tells you to, okay? And we'll go over that in a second, okay?
Just art, in a sense.
It is, but it's all very self-explanatory. And the thing where the monitor actually will tell you everything. Okay, that's the best part about this is when you're having questions, you can always hit a question button for help or anything like that. And with us, We're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our tech support is always available to take any questions, any concerns, any issues, anything that you might need help on, or if you've forgotten. Okay. We're always there to be able to help. Okay. Okay. So say you lost consciousness, you wake back up again. Okay. You are going to see this. It's going to say treatment has been given. Okay. And you are going to do what you want to do as far as calling us and or going into the hospital. Okay.
After a treatment, you should continue to wear your life vest. By the way, anytime you see the question mark on a button, that's a help button. Press it for more information.
See, you can hit those question buttons. So if you see this and you don't know what it means, it'll tell you if you hit the question mark. Okay. Okay. And then told you it doesn't like fingers. You're going to hear this gong sound as well. Okay, this is going to be gonging at you. It's going to be telling you that you need to do a couple things. Okay, and it'll go through a couple different screens.
You may see some additional screens. To continue with this training, press the arrow key. You'll see this screen if you continue to hold the response buttons when you don't have to. Just release the response buttons and this screen will go away.
Okay.
If you pass out and can't press the response buttons, the life vest will deliver a treatment.
Okay, so this is just saying if you're holding on to the buttons, it's just telling you it's okay to let go. Okay. All right.
You may get this screen reminding you to call Zoll and get another belt. Press the help button for more information.
So this is going to give you a reminder to give us a call. Okay, so that we can bring you some new equipment. Okay. Because like I said, this can only shock you up to 5 times. We want to be able to bring you something so that this is back up to 5 and this is filled with the gel again. Okay. So the gel, when it first comes out, it'll stay wet for about 6 hours if you don't wipe anything off. Okay. If it's been over 6 hours since you've seen one of our smiley faces bring you something different, then that's when they'll tell you, and the machine will tell you that you need to go ahead and open these and just keep everything wet.
You may get this screen telling you to add gel to the therapy pads on the belt. Press the help button for more information. Press the OK button to make this screen go away.
So you hit the question mark and it'll tell you, okay, I need to now open this and make sure that I'm just keeping it wet between the pads and my skin. Okay, that's the basics of it. Okay.
Next, we're going to show you what the life vest does when there is a problem with the electrode belt. Since this is a simulation, the electrode belt you may be wearing has no effect on the displayed messages. The following screens simulate belt signal noise and fallout conditions. When you have a belt alarm screen displayed, press the arrow key to view different belt conditions. You will see these screens only when there is a problem with the belt. To continue with this training, press the arrow key.
Okay. So what we just went over is when your heart goes into an abnormal rhythm. That's actually the most important thing we're going to go over today. Okay. The rest of this is just basic wear and tear as far as your garment and your belts and everything are concerned. It's how to keep them clean, how to take care of them. Okay. So this is, while it's important information, this isn't something that is going to be life-threatening for you. Okay. All right. Are you ready? Okay. So this is the gong sound. Okay, you're going to hear this if you were ever to get a treatment, and it's going to go through the screens. This is just something that it wants you to pay attention to it and do whatever it's telling you to do. Okay. I call it the gong sound, or as sometimes I like to say, the mom sound, because it's like a little kid saying mom, 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 until you actually pay attention to it. Okay, and do what it's wanting you to do. So those little round leads that are there, right, with the Velcro that we attached, that's what's actually monitoring your heart, okay, at all times. You were in the hospital and you had stickers that monitored your heart. These are just only held on by this garment itself, okay? Now the garment needs to be a certain level of tightness so that it is making sure that these are actually touching your skin, okay? When you see something other than green on your home screen, it's going to alarm you and it's going to tell you that these particular leads, and it'll show you the exact ones that are giving you the problem, are need to be fixed. Okay. With the yellow, it's kind of a problem-solving situation, and a few different things could be happening. If this garment was too loose, you would probably hear these sounds. Okay, sometimes if it's really, really, really tight, you could hear these sounds, which is why we measure you to make sure that we get a good fit for you. Okay. If they're dirty, you're going to get these sounds. Okay. So for instance, if you get sweaty, hot, anything like that, you might get a layer of sweat between the leads and your skin. That's a simple fix. All you got to do is just wipe it off and keep it dry. Okay. Sometimes in the wintertime, a lot of people's skin gets really dry itself. So you might need actually a little bit of lotion on if you were going to continue to, if you were getting these sounds continuously. Okay. The lotion needs to be a water-based lotion. Okay. So the first ingredient is just water. That's the easiest way to tell you. I don't want any coconut oil, any Vaseline, nothing with an oil base, okay, to it. So just a water-based lotion. And that's only if you've tried everything else, okay? Another thing is if they're dirty, okay? So just keep them clean with either a damp towel or a alcohol wipe, rubbing alcohol with a cotton ball, anything like that to kind of keep them clean. Okay, they're going to get dirty. It's going to be on your skin 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you want to make sure that you're keeping it clean. Okay. The picture itself is going to be a mirrored image of yourself. Okay, so whatever you're seeing is going to be backwards. Okay. So, and this will make a little bit more sense when I show you when they're the next screen. Okay. So.
This screen shows a problem with the heart sensors. The red symbol with the X on it tells you when a sensor is off your skin. The yellow symbol with a question mark on it means the system is having difficulty reading your heart signal. The green symbol means there is no problem. Press the arrow key to see additional screens. Press the help button and follow the instructions to correct the problem.
Okay, so you see how this red is right here, okay? And it looks like to you, right, that it's over here. It's actually this one right here. Okay, so remember, mirrored image of yourself. So whatever it is, it's going to be backwards, okay? So this one. So this one is actually the one over there on the other side, okay? And this one is actually this one right here. Okay. Now, if you see the dotted line one, that's the one that's on your back here. Okay. So the dotted line is going to be your back. That's how you're going to know the difference between your front and your back whenever you see it. It's the dotted. Okay. If you fix it, it stops. Okay.
This screen shows a problem with the therapy pads. The red symbol with the X on it means the therapy pad is off your skin. The green symbol means the pad is on your skin. Press the arrow key to see additional screens. Press the help button and follow the instructions to correct the problem.
So this is why you need to make sure that you are, you wear this on your skin first. You don't want to have a shirt on or anything underneath it. A lot of times you'll get this if you have a shirt on underneath it, if you put the defibrillator pads in backwards, or if your garment isn't tight enough, okay, you could see this, okay. I think we got a pretty good fit on you, so I don't think we're going to have that problem. But if you do see this, I would say just take everything off, make sure everything's in the right way and nothing's blocking it from touching your skin, okay. And then you'll see that it's fixed and it looks good, okay?
If you continue to have problems with the belt, you may get this message. To fix this, you'll need to remove the belt and check the sensors and therapy pads. Press the help button for more information.
Which is what I just said.
The
Okay.
following screens show normal battery conditions. Repeatedly press the arrow key to view battery conditions. To continue with this training, press the arrow key.
Okay, so with this, your battery lasts up to 24 hours and your bars down here is, each bar is about 12 hours. Okay, so you're going to be able to gauge how much battery you have left as far as your monitor is concerned, okay? So it'll dwindle down as it goes, just like any normal battery,
As you
okay?
wear the life vest, the battery will become discharged. The number of segments shows how much charge is left in the battery.
Okay, so now you're about 18 hours, 12 hours, okay, 6 hours, and now your battery's starting to show, hey, time to start changing that battery, okay? It does have a little bit of leeway, I believe, but you know, you don't want to be too careful,
When
okay?
the battery gets near the end of its charge, you will get a reminder to change the battery. You can press the battery symbol for more information, like a help button.
Yeah, so you're going to see that it's going to turn red. You're going to know definitely it's time to change this battery. Okay, you can hit it and it's just going to tell you change the battery. Okay. All right.
The following screen simulates the standby mode. When
So
the
this is
screen
just like a
blank,
regular
press
cell
the
phone.
response buttons
Okay.
to see the display.
So when
To
you're wearing
continue
it,
with this
you have the
training,
battery and
press the
everything's
arrow
on.
key.
Okay. It's going to go to sleep.
While
It's
you
just
are
going to be
wearing the
dark.
life vest,
Okay.
most of the time it displays a blank screen. To see the display, press the response buttons.
So those are these. Okay. So every single time you actually want to see how things are going, all you'll do is hit these two buttons and
In
your
normal
screen will pop back
operation,
up.
the life vest displays your name and battery condition.
Okay. All right. You want to go over anything again? You want to go over the section where you have to hit the buttons or feel the vibrations or anything like that?
No, I'm just gonna pray on it.
Do you have any questions so far?
How long do I wear it?
That depends on however long the doctor has ordered it for you. I'm sorry, I don't have that information. So you are going to have to actually ask your doctor for that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
You don't want to try anything again?
I think I got it.
Okay. So then I'm going to go ahead and take the battery out. Okay. And I am going to connect it to you. And at this point, it will be 100% hooked up to you. I will connect it to your hotspot so it can converse with each other. So every night while you're asleep, around 3 o'clock in the morning or so, that's kind of the time frame that it has programmed on for a specific time. Your monitor is going to wake up, okay, and is going to automatically start downloading to your hotspot, okay? Okay. Oops, that's not on. So you might actually end up having to do it manually if it's not continuously plugged in, okay?
Why should I?
Yeah.
Is it on now?
It's on now. I do have to wait for it to kind of get to all the symbols and everything for it to be 100% on. So you might want to see, do you have an actual plug or anything like that that would continuously be plugged in? So while you're sleeping?
I don't know about through the sleep night, but well, I could. Raw. Not that much power.
Okay. So to hook this up, your belt up, okay, you see how it's got all these tiny little pins right here?
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure that you are not breaking these little pins. These pins can break really easily. Yeah. So it's very important that you're putting it in the correct way. So when you're putting it in, you see how it's got these two big circles right there? You want to make sure that these are connected. It's kind of going down the length of the device here. Okay. Yeah. So if you attempted to put it in this way, the short way, you've definitely got it in the wrong way. And you don't want to risk breaking any of these pins because then we have to replace it. Okay.
You can get it in there anyway, though.
Huh?
It'll look like it would go in anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you put it in, just put it in. And to get it back out again, you see how it's got these two pinchies on both sides? Okay. So you're just going to go ahead and squeeze and pull. Okay. Just like that. Now you want to try it? I know. It's tight fit, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Try not to disconnect it. Hang on one sec. If you can, as much as possible, just because of the fact those pins are very fragile. Okay. When you're putting it in, I'm going to put it inside this actual thing first. I will hook it up to you, and it will officially be hooked up to you. So when it first initially turns on, remember, it's going to vibrate, and it's going to want you to finish activating the device just by hitting these two buttons. Okay. And it's going to collect your baseline heart rate. Okay. And then I'm going to hook it up to your hotspot, which it turned off again.
I really don't know why. It's back on?
It's back on, but it should have a couple more bars here. We'll see what we can do when it's all done, okay? All right, you feel the vibration?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it just says press response buttons to finish
To
activating.
activate device,
Okay,
press response buttons.
just like that, okay? Okay, now this is just going to collect your baseline heart rate. That's all it's doing right now, okay? And that's just so we have a baseline of what your heart rhythm looks like, okay? The doctor's already preset what your numbers and everything are, so. Okay. are. That's good. That's what we need. This takes about a minute.
So just so you guys will know, I had a heart attack, and this is what I gotta wear. So I don't have another one, even though it wasn't scary, just different. The test, trial, and tribulation, I don't care how they come. I gotta pass the test.
Okay, I'm going to hook it up to your hotspot, okay? This isn't something that you'll ever have to do. Okay, this is just so we can connect it to the hotspot. So it sees it. Says it is not found. Oh. We might actually have to use that plug. Do you have a cell? No, you don't, do you? Cell signal. Do you happen to have a Bluetooth on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Let me see what we can do with that.
I have to turn on my phone to do it.
Okay. Let's see. Because it is not picking up. Okay. Okay.
Not light.
Yeah. I don't know what that light. Actually, I've never seen that blue light.
You said you never seen
Oh,
blue.
there we go. Okay, let's see. Maybe this will work. After this, we can just go over all of your paperwork, okay?
Yeah, I hope you guys are out there doing all right. Where you guys tapping in from? Yami and Provenka? What country, city, state are you around the corner from me? Technology is so crazy.
It really is, isn't it?
You gotta wonder what they did 100 years ago.
You know what they did 100 years ago.
Slice you open, put some duct tape on it. About it. Just let you die in a corner.
Yeah, that's exactly what it happened 100 years ago, right? Well, that's what happened. You just didn't make it.
Yeah, you're sick, get out of here. Or your heart disease gets on somebody.
You probably didn't even know that was it until after.
Mm-hmm. You didn't know you're losing and you're grabbing your chest. Get out of here.
Right.
Well, catch that. Forgive me.
Maybe we need the door open. I don't know why.
Can get a little stuffy.
There it goes. Okay, while I was doing that, let's go over some paperwork. Deep information.
That's where everything ties in.
Okay, so this is going to be your battery charger. Okay, and like I said, you're going to have two of these. Okay, two batteries. One's always going to be charging. One is always going to be inside your system. Okay. this is an actual plug though. Okay, so you're going to have to plug this one in. And just like that. And then, just like this. Okay, so you just have to plug that in. All right.
Did you want me to open the door?
No. Okay. Old. Okay. And hot flashes. All right. So, paperwork. Are you ready for this?
Nope.
Well, first things first, I got a test for you. Okay. See if you were listening.
Probably not, but
Okay.
I failed class before I got in school. Go ahead.
All right. How often do you wear this?
All day, every day.
And the only time you're gonna take it off is when you
Shower.
Perfect. See, you weren't listening. How often do you change the batteries?
When they die.
How often do you change the batteries in this machine?
I don't know, once a day.
Once a day. Yes, every 24 hours. Okay. 24 hours.
So does it die in 24 hours?
Yes.
See? So I was right. When it dies.
Oh, when it. I thought you said when you died. Okay.
Oh, no.
That makes more sense. Every 24 hours. Okay.
Can't change when I die.
Give me a time frame on that. Okay. All right. So.
Now, does it'll indicate when it's dying?
Yes. Remember, you'll get to see it dwindle down. 18 hours. Every bar. See here?
Oh, yeah.
Is 12 hours. Okay. All right. So what do you do if you feel the vibration and you hear the loud siren?
Scream. Oh. Press the button.
Perfect. Okay. And what do you do if you hear the gong sound and or what I call the mom sound?
Is that where you head to jail?
No, I mean, it could be if that's what it's wanting you to do. It's just, that's when it wants you to pay attention to it and do whatever it's telling you to do, okay? It's usually meaning your leads are off or something like that, okay?
Or out of jail?
Well, only if you were shocked, okay? If you see that screen, that's when you add the gel. But you never open those gel pads until you see that screen, okay? All right. Do you feel comfortable being able to hit those response buttons?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like you're able to connect and disconnect this right here?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel like you're able to put everything inside of the garment the way that it's supposed to be put in?
Yes.
Okay. You never want to get any of this stuff wet. Okay. It's very important. Never get anything wet because electricity and water do not mix, right? All right. If you ever see anything on your screen that says an error code or anything like that, call us. Like I said, we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is still just electronics. You know, we might need to just replace something. Not saying that something isn't working. It's just saying it might need to be replaced. Okay. And as far as this garment is concerned, I want you to wash this. Remember how you said you can hand wash it every 1 to 2 days. Okay. And I want you to make sure that you are not using any bleach or fabric softener, okay? No bleach or fabric softener while I'm using it, okay? All right, I just need you to go ahead and print your name right there and sign your name right there, okay? Okay. All right. And 4. And the garment that I gave you. I'm going to write this down really quick, okay?
Ooh.
A1095 B02. Okay. All right. So this next one is a whole lot of questions that are pretty private, probably. I don't know if you want to, things like this, stuff like that. Okay.
I can write it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. So every bit of that you can fill out, that's exactly what I need as far as like, you know, alternate contacts and everything. Okay. Whatever you got.
No. To the primary insurance.
Correct. Do you have anything like
I have health net
health net? Okay. Go ahead and write health net.
in here.
Mm-hmm. Do you happen to have your ID card?
I think so.
Huh?
I think so.
Okay. Do you have a secondary one, Medicare, Medi-Cal, anything like that? No? Okay. How about a primary care doctor? Like a primary health doctor or anything?
On community health.
Huh?
Primary caregiver.
Oh, that's your primary. That's like if you were not the one taking care of yourself. So.
I don't know their number.
That's okay, so long as you know who they are.
It's just
That's just an address if you were living someplace different for a temporary little while, okay? Okay. And how about any alternate contacts that we can get a hold of in case we can't seem to get a hold of you? Do you have any additional alternate contacts?
not really.
Or just one? Okay, so this next page is just telling you all of your, patient acknowledgement, what you are doing as far as this assessment is, and that you will return the garment when you're all done. Okay, we'll return everything because it is just being rented. Okay, so when the doctor says, "Oh, today is 2/17/25." Oh, nope. That is your birthday. So if you could X that out, sorry, and then just initial and date that as well. Sorry. There you go. Yeah, 2/17/25. Perfect. Okay, an initial right here as well. Okay, and then this next page is just saying that this is all the equipment I've given you today, okay? And this is just you telling us that you're going to return it, okay? Your birthday's 4/20, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay, and then
Me and Hitler.
Huh?
Me and Hitler.
Really?
Yeah. Told people I could have my life flipped either way. Serve God or get vicious.
So, how do you know that Hitler's birthday is that day? Crazy.
People told me. I was like, what? First people were like, you got a awesome birthday. I'm like, why? I wasn't nearly into knowing.
Right.
Smoking.
I wouldn't have known that either. So, you know. Okay. So, I might end up giving you another garment, okay? Just today's date. The 17th. I just said that, didn't I?
This person, Ricardo, whatever his last name is, Grandpa's kite doesn't fly right anymore. I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah. Maybe he's talking about like your heart malfunctioning right anymore?
What you talking about, Ricardo? You silly boy.
I don't know.
Just jealous?
Okay. Your phone number, please.
916-842-8052.
Address.
18 Fire Leaf. 2 separate words, fire.
Fire.
And a leaf on a tree. Sack. Kelly. 95838. Yeah, I heard that. That's my family's house. I don't care. You never find me.
All right. Do you have another scheduled appointment anytime soon?
I'll be setting one tomorrow, my primary.
You do?
I want to set one tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right.
Maybe one in a few weeks or something. Anyway.
Okay. This time, I do have to call Zoe, make sure everything looks good. I'm going to have to give him a whole lot of information vocally. Okay. So,
And this is the Zoll company, ZOLL.
okay. All right. So, you might want to mute that for a minute.
Okay. I got to go, y'all. I'll be back. Peace out.
All right.